Okay, everybody, one of the biggest questions we have is how can we assist if I'm a coach or a practitioner, a PT, a chiropractor, or just somebody who wants to help somebody else. The reason why assistance works is because when we assist, we give the body a little bit more stability, and the ability to rotate internally to creating the internal releases happen because the body feels safe. So we're gonna go through some of those things today. And the basics we're gonna go through in the first three fascial maneuvers, which is basically totally twisted and anti-gravity. The pallet swipe we don't have to support for. So through this, we're just teaching you the basic techniques, and they can be applied to all the fascial maneuvers. So let's get started with this, okay? What we're gonna do is start off with totally twisted. I'm gonna have these guys get into totally twisted. And as we get into totally twisted, what we're gonna do here is they're gonna show you two different ways of supporting, okay? The first one, Cynthia, has got the whole arm and she's rotating the body. So she's actually touching him and like hugging him. And the second one is Ikwe, is just putting two hands on for support. The reason why this is important is the body, when it has 3 points of contact, it feels safe. And you'll notice that they have 1 point, 2 points, and then they're touching the feet with a third point. Super important, because when the body feels safe, what happens is the fascia unlocks, the muscle skeletal system starts to relax, and then the threat for the body goes away and the fascia can open up. So this is the primary directive for this. And you can also put the hand on the head. If you're, like Cynthia is working with Les, who's a little bit bigger, and you'll notice she's got the hand on the head, but if you can't get the hand on the head, it's better that you do one thing well and just do this. Or another one is put the hand on the hip. Sometimes the hip is really out of balance. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to create, in this rotation, we're creating tension. So as the tension is there, as we breathe, the breath has nowhere to go. The lungs have to expand. And as they expand, it's a priority for breathing. So the inside fascia accommodates the rotation.
Yeah, breathe.
Yeah, breathe. And you'll see, as you're walking around, you'll see the different contact points that she has. And it's really important that the body has the 3 contact points. And you'll also notice that she's putting her back right up against here. And so we're actually literally hugging the body, and it makes it feel safe. Now the other thing is for Ikwe, she's doing a little bit different. She's got a side twist on her body, and this is more comfortable for her. And what she's doing here is, instead of fully hugging the body, she's just got one shoulder in, and it gives the body stability in that way. People are gonna feel like when you hold them, they may feel like they're falling and out of balance because their bodies are out of balance. So when you have that sensation of falling or out of balance, you ask them, and if they feel out of balance, it's important to move them back into a balanced position, because if the body's fighting for balance, it's tightening up the muscles and the fascia cannot release properly. The next one is anti-gravity. And remember, you pretty much can't do this wrong. You're just offering support. So we'll go into anti-gravity. Okay, and anti-gravity, as they're looking up and they want to bring their chin to their chest, we can support them this way. Go ahead. And we can come around to the front. And what we're going to do is we're just going to support them on the rocking motion. So let's go up to the right and let's go back down. And with the hands, you can create, and go to the left. With the hands, you can create a little bit of pressure, and you give them a little extra twist, not too much. Super important, again, that you're supporting with both hands, and it just makes the body feel more stable. Is giving a little bit of a stretch, which stretches it up the back, and she's also touching with one foot. And Les is doing the same thing. Now, what they can do to add more support is they put their knee and touch it right against the body, and Ikwe's already doing that. Another way to do it is to support like this.
Okay.
So one of you do the head, you do the head.
Yeah.
So basically you're here and here.
Yeah.
Turn your head back slowly. Now tighten up a bit.
Mm.
So you feel that? So
Yeah.
it tightens up there. Now let's go into the full fetal position. As they go down into the fetal position, this is really important, because you can really help with the stretch here, from here to here, like Ikwe has, with the head, and also like Les is doing here. And you'll notice that they're touching the body still. Now Ikwe's doing it from the side, and Les is doing it from behind. And you can put a little bit of traction on the head to give a bit better of a stretch through the fascia on the spine. And again, you can't do this wrong. You're just there to support them. You're not really trying to do anything more, but just accentuate and give them a little bit more push. One session of assisted usually is a month of doing it myself. So it's really important that you actually assist if you can. If you're a husband and wife or partners, this is how you can do the maneuvers together. And if you do them together and work with each other, you'll have way better results. So now we're going to go to swinger, and we won't do all of the maneuvers, but we just want to give you the concept and idea, and you can figure out the rest. So swinger, if you can go into swinger. Now swinger has a couple different ways to support. One is I put my hand back here and I give the head more rotation, and I put my knee in here to support. The second way to do swinger is to come around and take the elbow that is being pulled forward, give it a little bit of a pull, putting my knee against him and my hip over here, or my hand over there, but usually I like the hip over here. And this way you're getting way more stretching through here and through here. Let's try that out, guys. Perfect. And you can see how the body feels more stable and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall. And also over here, she's got the head that's giving it a little bit more torque. And that's giving the body and the spine all the way to the sacrum, this area. It's stretching it out in the 3 areas in a counter-rotated fashion.
You guys are good.
We're going to start off, this originally was started for dancers to warm up and athletes to warm up, but it is one of the most powerful tools to release generally globally the fascia all over the body with a partner. So what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate this. What they're going to do is come in here and they're going to twist the arm, creating fascial tension, counter-rotated, and then pull away. So we'll get a chance to look at it. So twisting the arm. And then Cynthia is going to pull back. Yeah. Okay. And they're going to move around slowly. Now moving around slowly is stretching the fascia all the way out through here. You'll feel it in the hips. And you'll also feel it in the back. And you see Ikwe is now moving around. This is giving different rotation. You can turn your head a little bit. And the partner moves as well too. So as you're getting worked on, you're going to feel the fascial lines moving right from here all the way through here into the hip. And it's important that the people are breathing, because breathing is what moves the fascia. And again, it's important to have that tightness on the wrist, because you're actually locking up the fascia around the wrist and there. The whole body has to move around it. So it's really, really simple, and just giving this stretch, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay. Just a little bit more. I'm just going to get a close up of your hands.
And you can notice Cynthia is moving her other arm around, so she knows how to get more rotation. If you do only one side, you're going to be really off balance. It's going to feel like one arm is really long and the other arm is short and stubby. So let's go do the other arm. You'll notice the twisting motion here is super important. And come on down. And again, the person who's receiving, it's their responsibility. They know where things feel, so they can move around. And then the coach or practitioner can move around in other ways. And it also helps for the person receiving to turn the head opposite, not required, but turn the head opposite. And you'll see in this one, you're getting the stretch all the way down into here. It's going right into the glute, into the hamstring area, all the way down here, stretching out all the meridians as well. Okay. And you'll also see that size isn't really important here. Whether you're 120 pounds as a girl working with a 300-pound guy, it's the same thing for each and every person, but size is not important because this is not a force exercise. This is just a movement exercise. And again, it's about 3 to 5 minutes. And in 3 to 5 minutes, both arms. Perfect. Get him walk around there, Roman. Yep. And I'm adding a thumb in here. By grabbing the thumb or the fingers, you can actually create more tension, pulling the meridian lines. So you can pull those as part of it and move this around. Super powerful for wrist, especially carpal tunnel syndrome and stuff like that. The second half of this is the legs, and this one's a little trickier, but again, it's not about force. So Ikwe's gonna get on her fours, and she's gonna lift one leg. And when I got this leg here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it between my thighs, and I'm gonna squeeze really hard, and I'm gonna rotate against the tension, it doesn't matter which way, in the leg. So I'm rotating this way, and then I'm gonna start moving around, and Ikwe is going to move around a little bit too. And as she moves, I can actually push in here. And this is stretching the fascia. I can actually also torque up here, which is really powerful as she moves. And I'm moving around too. I'm getting all angles here, right like this. So that's how it works. So let's have you guys do it now. So what you'll notice is that they're squeezing with their legs, and they're, again, rotating the calf or the quad, whichever one you want. So, and you'll see if you can tell by the tension which one you may want. Now, you can all stick one hand here and put it right here. A little bit, give a little bit of tension, not too much, and then just move around a little bit. And again, we're just trying to move in different angles. So moving around in angles is really important. And you'll see Cynthia actually curling into it. Now for the head and neck. This one's a little bit tougher for some people. And if it's uncomfortable, don't do it this way. Basically, what we're gonna do for head and neck is we're gonna come around behind the body. I'm literally gonna place my arms here on the shoulders. And I'm just gonna take the head and just give a little bit of traction upwards. And I'm gonna walk back, and I have less on me. If you can't do this by weight, you can do this, and he's just leaning against me. And all I'm doing is pushing the head forward and giving it a bit of rotation. And downwards and back, and then walk them up. It's really simple. So let's try that, guys. Forwards, and you guys don't bend your legs, let them fall. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Awesome. Perfect. So you guys got it. And then move the head side to side a little bit. And see, even the ladies here can still work with the guys who are much bigger mass, because realistically what we're just creating is a triangle here, and there's actually a lot of support. And this opens up the head, the neck, the ears, and these are movements that are really hard to do by yourself. So this is where it's really powerful. And then come on up. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
It feels pretty good, eh? I can do it like this, I can just turn like this, but if I can go like this. Like for you, I've been doing a lot more. I twist the head, the ears, the shoulders, everything. That's it. See? There it goes. Oh, good adjustment there. Okay, we're gonna go through the most powerful hip release that I have ever done. This is also the same version as the hip release we have in the other videos, but this is administered by a partner. So let's do this. Let's go, and we're gonna lay back, both of you. What we're gonna do is cross the left leg over the right, okay, and we're gonna cross the right arm over the left. So it's like a totally twisted. Now what they're gonna do is walk the legs up. And as they walk the legs up, they're creating compression in the lower spine and back, and they're also pushing the feet away. So you got different force angles here, pushing the feet here and pushing this way. And if you can, you want the person to bring their head up to this knee, and you can assist them by doing this, by grabbing, and take your other hand and we put it underneath, and from there you breathe. And as you breathe, whoever is assisting can actually rock the body a little bit, move it around. And you're keeping force going on down here. It's going to be uncomfortable in the stomach. And it may be a lot of force, but if you hold this for 2 to 3 minutes, you'll feel your hip literally start to drop. And this is for people who have unbalanced hips. And it's super simple to do this. Again, breathing through the mouth is driving the air directly into the hips. And when you breathe through the nose, you're actually driving the air above the diaphragm, so you want them to do both. Now each of these holds is going to be somewhere between 2 minutes and 4 minutes roughly. You'll know that you moved when you feel the body like a hip drop. And as the partner that's helped doing it, you usually will feel the hip drop. And turn the head a little bit. A little bit. There you go. There you go. Notice, keep the head turned this way. Yeah, right here for that. Right.
Do you want to just do the hip?
Yeah.
There it goes. You feel her body calming down now, Roman?
Yes.
Okay, so you feel the body starting to calm down, and then you're going to feel the hip start to drop. So you lean on the hip. Lean on here. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so almost there. Breathe slow, Ikwe. There it goes.
That's perfect.
Okay,
It's getting softer.
yeah, it's getting softer. Okay, come on up. Now, Ikwe is a dancer, so she's got lots of flexibility, but lots of strain in the hips.
Yes.
It is.
So, you might as well do those. Right?
Alright.
Might as well get them both at once. How's it going over there, Cynthia?
Good. I'm torquing the knees.
Yeah. And you'll notice that she's putting torque, Cynthia's putting torque on the knees. By twisting the knees, you're actually increasing the fascial tension that goes all the way up to the lower back. Super powerful as well. Ikwe, that's a good one for you because your hips get really tight from dancing, especially outside.
Thank you.